Welcome to episode 3 of AI Unpacked. In this episode, I want to show you how AI is already embedded in your everyday routine. It's there when you scroll through your favorite social media feed, ask your voice assistant a question, or navigate through traffic. By the end of this episode, you may start seeing your world a little differently, because AI is everywhere, even when we don't notice it. Think about the last time you opened a social media app. Was it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or maybe X? Whichever one it was, I bet something caught your eye almost immediately. A funny video, a heartfelt story, a heated debate. But here's the thing, that wasn't random. That was content picked for you by an algorithm. These platforms rely heavily on AI to tailor what you see. They're watching your behavior closely. What do you like? How long do you pause on a post? What do you share? When are you most active? All of this data gets fed into a machine learning system that builds a profile of you, right down to your preferences, your mood, and how long you're likely to stay engaged. So what's the goal? Well, engagement. The longer you stay on the platform, the more ads you'll see, and the more revenue the platform will generate. But the side effects? Not so harmless. You get pulled into echo chambers where you're mostly shown content that confirms your beliefs. Emotional or provocative content tends to rise to the top, not because it's true, but because it grabs your attention. AI-generated content has exploded across social media. You might be surprised just how much of what you see isn't written or posted by a human at all. Studies now estimate that around 40% of Facebook posts and over half of LinkedIn articles are created using AI tools. Deepfake videos and images are also becoming more common, with hundreds of thousands being shared across platforms in the last year alone. In fact, experts say that bots now generate more than half of all internet traffic. So chances are, if you're scrolling through your feed, a good chunk of it has been crafted or pushed by artificial intelligence. For teenagers and young adults especially, this constant flood of curated content can impact mental health. Feelings of inadequacy, comparison, or even anxiety are often byproducts of algorithms designed to keep us hooked. And while it might feel like you're in control of what you consume, the truth is, you're often just consuming what AI thinks you'll react to. Now imagine you're searching for something online. Maybe it's a dinner recipe, or the answer to a question, or a playlist to match your mood. When you Google something or open Spotify or YouTube, you're tapping into some of the most sophisticated AI on the planet. These systems don't just respond to your queries, they anticipate what you might want before you even finish typing. They consider your search history, what people like you have looked up, even the time of day, and then they deliver personalized recommendations based on all of that. Think about YouTube for a moment. More than 70% of what people end up watching comes from AI-driven recommendations. That's not coincidence, that's machine learning at work, nudging you towards the next video, and the next, and the next. It learns from your choices, adapts in real time, and tailors its suggestions to keep you glued to the screen. And yes, it can be convenient, but it also means your digital experience is increasingly shaped by algorithms that decide what's worth your attention. Over time, it becomes harder to tell whether you're exploring freely or just being led by invisible hands. Now, let's look at the device that most of us can't go an hour without checking: our smartphones. Think about all the ways AI shows up in your phone. Face ID uses machine learning to recognize your face, even if you've changed your hairstyle or you're in poor lighting. Your camera uses AI to figure out the perfect lighting and focus, detecting scenes and enhancing images automatically. When you type a message, your phone learns your writing style and predicts your next word. Over time, it gets so good at that, it can feel like it's reading your mind. Then there are the voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. They interpret your voice, understand what you're asking, and give you answers, all thanks to natural language processing. Even inside your phone, AI is busy. It's managing your battery life, closing background apps, and making sure everything runs smoothly. Your phone's learning your habits, constantly adjusting its performance to match how you use it. If you've ever opened Google Maps, Waze, or ordered a ride through Uber or Bolt, you've used AI. AI analyzes real-time traffic data and historical patterns to figure out the best route from point A to point B. It estimates arrival times, finds shortcuts, and can even reroute you around traffic jams or road closures. It's all happening behind the scenes in real time. Ride-hailing apps match you with the nearest available driver, based on location, demand, and even ratings. For delivery companies, AI plans efficient routes for drivers to maximize drop-offs and minimize delays. Companies like Amazon use predictive models to ship products to warehouses near you before you even click buy. That's AI guessing what you'll want next based on your past behavior. AI is also changing the way we approach health. It's not here to replace doctors, but to support them with insights and speed that weren't possible before. Take radiology. AI can scan thousands of medical images, detecting things like tumors or early signs of a stroke. In hospitals, AI is being used to predict which patients might need urgent care or who might deteriorate overnight. In laboratories, AI is helping speed up drug discovery. It analyzes complex data sets to find potential treatments and model how they might work in the body, cutting years off the research timeline. When it comes to money, AI is now a big part of how our financial systems operate, especially when it comes to speed, security, and scale. If you've ever had your bank flag a suspicious transaction, you've seen AI in action. It constantly scans for unusual patterns, comparing your spending habits against known fraud behaviors. That's how it can spot a red flag if your card is suddenly used in another country, or if a large withdrawal seems out of character. Lenders are using AI to go beyond traditional credit scores. In some countries, they might look at your transaction history, your bill payments, even your mobile phone usage to get a fuller picture of your financial reliability, which may be helpful for people who don't have much in the way of a credit history. And behind the scenes, AI-powered algorithms are managing large-scale investment portfolios, making trades in milliseconds, responding to global market shifts in ways human traders simply can't. If you've ever applied for a mortgage, you know how complex and frustrating it can be. Endless documents, long waits, and uncertainty about how your application is progressing. AI is now helping modernize this entire experience. Today, when you submit a bank statement or a payslip, AI systems can scan, extract, and verify the relevant data almost instantly. They cross-reference your income, your spending patterns, and any financial red flags, often with greater accuracy than a human reviewer could. And when it comes to the property itself, automated valuation models can quickly estimate its value by looking at recent market data. For ID verification, facial recognition tools compare your selfie with your official ID. And to make sure it's really you and not a deepfake or static image, AI uses liveness detection. That might involve blinking, smiling, or just subtle movements picked up by your camera. It's not about removing humans from the process. It's about making the whole journey faster, more accurate, and less prone to error. And for many borrowers, that means getting approved quicker and with fewer hurdles. By now, I hope it's clear. AI is everywhere. It's not just one big obvious tool you interact with. It's dozens of tiny systems that quietly power your digital life from the background. When your spam folder catches a dodgy email, when your playlist gets it exactly right, or when your package arrives earlier than expected, that's AI. When prices change dynamically on travel websites, or when your online shopping suggestions feel weirdly accurate, yep, AI again. And the truth is, most of the time we don't even notice. But just because it's invisible doesn't mean it's neutral. These systems are shaping our preferences, nudging our behavior, and influencing the choices we make. So being aware of how AI works isn't just interesting, it's empowering. It gives us back a little bit of agency in a world where much of our reality is curated by code. AI is in our apps, our homes, our hospitals, our banks, even our conversations. It's helping, shaping, filtering, and sometimes even deciding for us. So the real question isn't whether AI will be part of your life. The question is, how much influence do you want it to have? What do you want AI to decide? And what should be left to humans? In the next episode, we'll be diving into a big one. Something that's on a lot of people's minds. Will AI take my job? Thanks for joining me. See you in the next episode.